One of the recommendations from the second chapter of the 2025 African Economic Outlook Report is to enhance domestic capital productivity by strategic investments to retain, develop, and effectively use domestic capital on the continent. And this includes addressing social and cultural barriers to gender inclusivity. In addition, we should also consider transitioning businesses from the informal to the formal sector in Africa. This could potentially help to generate an additional $125 billion worth of domestic resources annually. African national development banks and multinational development finance institutions could be a solid source of long-term financing for the continent if their assets are fully mobilized towards development financing. They could generate an additional $89.5 billion annually towards Africa's domestic resource mobilization. Equally important is the stemming of illicit financial flows and capital flight on the continent. Africa loses on average $90 billion to illicit financial flows annually. By tackling profit shifting and advocating for better sovereign risk assessment, Africa can retain enough capital to close the financing gap needed to achieve structural transformation. Mobilizing domestic resources in Africa, however, must be accompanied by efficient use. Inefficiency in public spending is widespread in Africa relative to the global average and also to different regions. These inefficiencies are explained by weak governance characterized by resource leakages from corruption and illicit financial flows. Other sources of inefficiency in public spending include poor project selection that cause delays and cost overruns, inadequate monitoring and evaluation frameworks.